Sports on Air.
Coach Jeremy, Hayden, thanks for joining us. We're going to start with a quick comments, overall observations on the game from each of you, and then we'll throw the floor open to questions from the media. So, Coach, if you could start, please.
Yeah, it's fun for us to have our first game on the road here in EASL. Obviously, first win for a team from Taiwan on the road as well, which is really good for us. I thought the fans showed out. They were great. It's great energy. It's fun being in a country where they love basketball so much. So I think it was really good for us. Our guys played hard. Their team played hard as well, and it was really good to be able to come out with a win.
Yeah, so I was very excited for this game, returning to play in the Philippines. We were back and forth in the first half for sure, and then we went into the halftime very positive and came out in the second. And defensively, I think we were great. So that definitely helped us get the win in the second, and yeah, missed the Philippines.
Coach gave us a couple simple goals before the game. One of them was to win the rebounding battle by 10, which we were able to do, and for us to have good defensive quarters to try to get a few of them. And I thought our defense in the second half was amazing. And I think the challenge that the coaching staff gave us as well was to talk more on defense. And they have one of the best scorers. He's just an amazing. Zach Lofton is just such an amazing scorer, and it took everything. We were just, the coaches were just flying in different players, and big credit to our bench. I thought Hayden and Amigo came in with big time energy, as well as other players, but just the energy and the depth that we were able to use, I thought was a big difference. You can see in the second half they were pretty tired.
Okay, thanks, guys. Questions, please.
Hi, Jeremy. So prior to coming here, were you aware of just this type of love that the Filipino fans have for you and the influence that you have on this particular fan base?
Yeah, so I came out here, I think it was 2013. I played one preseason game, and then right after that we went to Taipei to play the next preseason game. And my parents were born and raised in Taipei, and people always asked me like, what was that experience like? And I was like, honestly, they were equally crazy. Yeah, they were equally crazy. Like I knew that since 2013, since I came here, I was like, man, this fan base is unreal. So it's awesome. I think Hayden is talking about why he misses it so much. That's probably a big reason why.
Don't be shy. Yes.
So Jeremy, there was a incident with Lofton wherein he got a technical. I think he was drawing with you. You were shaking your head. Could you share with us a bit of what was going on there?
He wasn't drawing with me. He was drawing with the ref. He felt like he got fouled, and I just was quite sure that I didn't foul him, and I didn't think Kenny fouled him. But maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But it wasn't anything. Like, it wasn't us talking back and forth. He was just talking to the ref. I just was politely trying to say I disagree.
Next question.
Jeremy, Randy Hollis Jefferson approached you after the game. Talk about your relationship with him.
He's like a little brother. He's through all my 9 years in the NBA. He's one of my closest friends through those 9 years. Today is his birthday. For him to come out on his birthday, to bring his brother and their families out on his birthday, speaks volumes. He's just a great guy, and he's killing it out here, doing a great job, and I know he's having a lot of fun. So I appreciate his support for the Kings.
Next question. Yeah. Can you pass the mic back?
Jeremy, welcome back to the Philippines. In the third quarter, you had the 11-0 run, and you had back-to-back threes. How big was that for you guys?
Yeah, I think again our coaching staff is making a big emphasis on trying to play with both sides, playing on both sides of the floor to be more unpredictable, to get better flow, and to get better ball movement. Honestly, like Joe, he created a lot for me today. He gave me a lot of closeout situations, and I haven't seen those closeout situations in a bit. And so for me to kind of get loose a little bit and get some open ones, it just felt really good to kind of be able to move off the ball, and that's something I'm trying to get better at. We have a lot of playmakers on this team. Joe, obviously, but Kenny and Amigo, and there's a lot of guys. Hayden, there's a lot of guys who can put the ball down and make plays, distribute the ball, and so we're just trying to make it pretty hard to guard. And I just happen to be in that stretch, the recipient of some really good passes.
Next question.
Hi Jeremy, Hayden. Welcome back to the Philippines. I just wanted to ask, as someone that has been in the Philippines before, and you've also known other players who have also come to the Philippines, and whether playing basketball or just visiting, let's say Nick Young, Ronde, Kobe before, have they told you anything specifically that, that you still remember until today about the country?
I mean, the word that everyone always describes is crazy. It's just crazy. And I think, when I've, a lot of former teammates, like this is definitely one of the destinations when they talk about like in the summer, in the off season, like, oh, we're going to go on our endorsement tours, or we have to do this or that. Like, where are we going? Like, the Philippines is a top destination that everybody wants to be at. That's like for sure.
Down the front here.
A question for Hayden and Jeremy. So both of you now have experience playing against I got you, man. Both of you have experience now playing against Filipino teams. Jeremy, you albeit just a very small sample size, but Hayden, you've played here in when you were back with the Bay Area. So what's like the hardest part or like the toughest thing about playing against a crowd like this and a team like a Filipino team?
Well, the players play very physical, and that's one of the things I think the Filipinos pride themselves on. And then the crowd is just into it all game, and they'll support both teams, whatever, like whether it's like they're supporting both teams or one team, like they're just high energy, and it's just a fun atmosphere to play in. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you. I agree with him. Just physical. It's physical. They play physical. Even like Cliff Hodge is a great example. He's playing a four-man position, and he's 6'4", but I can see why, because he's very physical. He's smart. He does his job really, really well, and he makes everything difficult for you. So they just play hard. They play hard. They play physical, and I think that's the best type of basketball you want to play.
So Jeremy, what's the difference between the Philippine basketball fandom when you were here in 2013 and now in 2024? What's the difference between the two fandoms in the Philippines?
It's a different experience. Like when I came in 2013, it was with the NBA, it was with the Rockets and the Pacers, and that's what you're talking about, a whole different level of. That thing was. We literally couldn't even like barely walk out of the lobby of our hotel. I remember we went to like Mall of America or something, and there was like hundreds of people following us. It was, that's obviously a different level of production and marketing and awareness. But the enthusiasm, like you just feel the enthusiasm everywhere you go. Everyone, even in the interactions, if it's just one-on-one, one-on-two, like you'll feel that like deep passion for the game of basketball. It's what Coach was saying. It's great to be here. Like you feel it everywhere you go.
Any questions this side?
Question for Coach. So
both players have mentioned the physicality of how Philippine teams play. Does that physicality factor in when you're drawing up the game plan against Filipino teams? And if so, how much does it affect?
Not as much strategy-wise, but more mental than anything else. Making sure our players keep their composure. I keep my composure. You know, if I'm going crazy, these guys are gonna start going crazy. So I try to keep my composure, but I try to stick up for them as well. So, you know, in Taiwan, it's pretty physical as well. You know, they allow a lot of play. They do the same here. They do a really good job of it. I think our guys did a really good job playing through the contact, not taking plays off, making sure that we try to play as full game as possible. So mentally, that's the biggest hurdle, is making sure that we're playing through that contact and not taking plays off.
One more question, guys. Anyone that hasn't asked one? Want to go? Jamie?
Coach, you're still undefeated in the group stage. What's the momentum that this can bring to the rest of the league and of course in the domestic competition?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, the big thing is for us to stay positive and ride the momentum as much as possible. You know, basketball is a game of momentum. Us being able to build off the things that we do positively on the court, making sure we make corrections with the negative things, the things we need to get better at. So for us, it's, you know, making sure we have a clear mind, making sure we're staying together, and we're positive, even when things are going wrong. So, you know, for us, it's just, we really take things one day at a time. We don't go too far ahead. So when we fly back to Taiwan, we have another domestic league game, so that'll be our focus next. And then once we get back to EASL play next week, that'll be our focus next week.
Thank you.
All right, that's it, folks. Coach, Jeremy, Hayden, thank you very much.
Habang mainit ang mga laban sa ating mga paboritong liga, mag-register sa 1xBet. Pwede nyo gamitin ang inyong browser or ang cellphone, mapa-Android man o iOS. Gamitin lang ang inyong mobile number at huwag kalimutan ilagay sa promo code ang 1x on air. Kapag ginawa nyo yan, pwede kayong magkaroon ng bonus up to 7,000 pesos. Pwede nyo gamitin ang GCash account nyo para makapag-deposit or mag-cash out. Simple lang, di ba? Kaya mag-register na sa 1xBet. Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.